What's the Bristles win rate right now? It's okay. He's only been in 3 games? Really?
Yes, yeah. Feels like some teams just don't like playing.
Well, Starstorm, and this will pop. September does have Leap, but he also gets to go Invis, so he doesn't have to leave the sights of X-Nova in that way. Somnus taking a lot of damage. Stroke of Fate, arrows there. September getting first blood.
I'm really surprised maybe tied to that because...
We'll say though, the Gyro is still heavily struggling. I say that, but Rocket Barrage comes in. FY trying to get the save, and the Purifying Flames are there to get the kill on Old 11. I didn't really expect...
Yeah, I thought he would come and try and play with the air some more. Because, you know, when you have the... Oh, hang on, bot lane.
Committing to a snowball so far. Stroke of Fate lands from X-Nova. A lot of damage being done with Purifying Flame sitting on FY. Now he's starting to heal the Inkswell. Stuns
arrow
up
coming
this
through.
Gyro. But there's the arrow. Rocket Barrage starts to get the kill. X-Nova's the one who kills off Monet. They will trade Old 11 and X-Nova for the life of the Gyro. And a rotation coming in from Setsu. So we also took the tier 1 bottom. It's Bristle just continuing to push uncontested for the moment.
Yeah, and this is exactly what we saw from Old 11 last time as well.
Chalice moving forward, looking over for Flywin. They don't have any detection, but let's see if they can still get this kill. They will. They've got the sentry down. There it is. Okay. Moment. Tusk is still alive. 8th run. He's got a snowball. Setsu's got to be very careful. He's got Dissimulate. He also has the Astral Step. Somnus, though, he's got the haste. So he's going to keep up with this Void Spirit, and Setsu most likely going to die here and will die to FY. Themselves, you know, to linger too far. Snowball under the tower looking for Flywin. They'll have the Bristle join in, and now with the Walrus Punch as well as the damage, they should be able to get the kill. The Phantom's Embrace is out onto the Legion Commander.
Arrow
followed up with a kill. Arrow hits onto this Ursa. A lot of damage being done on a Chalice. He just gets that ult off, but will fall to the homing missile. So now the False Promise comes in, super surviving. They get the kill on X-Nova, and 2 heroes gone on the side of LGD with Setsu joining the fight. FY goes down, they lose Monet. Continuing to fight, though, is Old 11. They miss the arrow, so Somnus will take advantage of that by killing off September. They've got the Aether Remnant pulling in Old 11, but the Purifying Flames don't get the kill, so it'll heal up this Bristleback a little bit. Sleight of Fist, Remnant forward, looking for Setsu onto the cliff, now back down. And Setsu continuing to fight, but there's the Searing Chains. Flywin nearby, press the attack to simulate. But Old 11 is still here.
Oh, Setsu, man.
Fortune's End with the duel. Setsu gonna style on Somnus, get Flywin, but Old 11 will continue to chase. Now he's got that Yules. Up in the air goes the Bristleback, the Dissimulate, over and away from Old 11.
Okay, X-Nova though, Chalice.
X-Nova as well as Chalice coming back in. Flywin in trouble, he'll end up dead. Arrow flies in and is eaten by X-Nova because they got the kill on a super as well as this lead.
There's no leaps.
A lot of damage being done here to September. Monet comes back into the fight. Chalice gets a double kill, taking out Setsu. It's over at September. Meanwhile, X-Nova dies for the second time entirely.
Oh, nice arrow from September.
Somnus,
help them rush.
Duel, that'll hold the Ember in place. They've got the Soulbind onto the Oracle as well as the Gyro. Somnus doesn't die yet.
Oh,
They've
that
now got the
Inkswell
Aegis into the hands of the Chalice, and the Inkswell lands perfectly. They'll go after Monet. They'll get the kill on a super as well. 2 heroes gone on the side of RNG. They no longer have buyback, but a great overwhelming odds from the Legion Commander. It'll 2 that we've been seeing from some other heroes, or some other players.
Ollie.
I wasn't naming names, Mo. Dual Fortune's End. All right,
that's a drill to stop him taking the outpost.
And Old 11's just going to continue to, you know, just stand there and eat all this damage. They get the kill on the Courier of September, of Super and Super himself. They'll take out the life of September, so 2 heroes already gone, and then a third falling as Setsu bites the dust. I mean, this is LGD just
coming out on the Courier really soon.
This tier 2 is destined to fall. Yules was used over mid, and Old 11 getting caught by himself. September, Walrus Punch, Snowball, a genius snowball to Super, so it stuns up both September and Super to get the kill. FY on it. That was beautiful. Because I'm not certain that September was expecting that. Fly win, blink, Walrus Punch. Now the shards come in. Yes, the arrow hits the bristle, but now what? What do you do to try and kill this bristle? Somnus comes in with the remnant. They've got the Aether Remnant down to try and deter this LGD side, but Old 11's happy to just put his head into it. They get the kill on a Somnus. I don't know if the Ember was expecting to die like that. Yeah, this is diving too far. This is diving TI8 style. Oh boy. Might want to pull up on the reins here as Snowball, blink, FY. Okay. FY's just free to leave.
He might catch the S here though as well.
Ooh, arrow, good duration arrow, and that's a kill on a Chalice.
That's so sloppy, like unbelievably sloppy. Because the thing is, if you dive like that, if you've already got 1-3 towers, and there's 5 heroes there ready and waiting, it doesn't quite have the same effect. And it's, all of a sudden, there's only a 1k net worth lead, and they're going mid.
They're going to try this once again. Arrow flying through. That's going to hit on Old 11. They're doing a lot of damage on the gyro as the Void Spirit, but they get the kill on a Somnus, and this just isn't going to work out for them. Aether Remnant, Old 11 getting locked down continually. It's a good save from FY, but they lose the Ember for a 5th time.
Bit of time to come out. Okay.
September. Going down, and shards. Oh, just a touch short. But meanwhile, mid, they've got the Aether Remnant. That'll lock down Somnus. However, Setsu taking a lot of damage, and he does not have an Astral Step. This gyro is going to be a mess to deal with. And we'll see if they can get the kill. They've got the Abyssal and the Inkswell, so they're going to jump real far in. They're going to look to get the kill on a Super. They take him out immediately. That means no false promise. They've also taken out September. They don't have buyback on either of those heroes. They look to get the kill on a Monet, who pops the Satanic, surviving for now. FY goes into the Yules, and they get the kill on a Monet. They take him out. He's got buyback. He would have loved to hold it, but it looks like it'll be forced pretty much immediately.
Sick initiation, and that's all because of that ward mid that LGD have on the high ground. If you look on the Radiant side, like they instantly blow up the Oracle and the fight's just over because they have so much damage coming through on their cores. When the Oracle's not alive, Gyro just doesn't have a chance of living. Like they can kite his Satanic duration as well. They wait to use their halberds for when he used Satanic. When I say halberds, I mean the one halberd, but you get my point.
It was a good, you can see that communication, you can see that all coming together when they throw the Inkswell and get that jump forward onto the Oracle. Like, that was their target, that's who they knew they wanted to go for, but now the arrow, oh, great save! It ends up getting Chalice behind him, though. Chalice taking a long duration arrow, pops the BKB, goes after Setsu. There's the Walrus Punch, as well as the last shot coming in from Chalice. Another shot from the southpaw of Tusk. They've got the false promise used onto the gyrocopter, trying to keep him alive as he already bought back, but Old 11, he'll pop his BKB. He's got the Inkswell, he's running at the gyro. Snowball comes in, they get the kill on a Super. They look over at the gyrocopter once again. GG's already been called because the gyro falls. He's dead for 2 minutes, and LGD will secure themselves game 1.
It's a really fun game, though, honestly, to watch. Especially early on, that like 10 to 20, maybe 17-minute mark or so in this game where there was all that fighting around the top lane. Chalice Viper mid, and they're gonna, I assume, do some funky side lanes with the maybe play. I know they want to get some combos off with like the disruption into arrow, but even so,
he might even just be dead. Yeah, he's under the tower now. This is just Chalice going down to Super. I mean, he gets run to his way top. Taking a look, and they go after Setsu. They get the kill, and now September might even be the second one to die.
Yes,
he was taking his boar, summoning it, sending it back, letting the creep wave push in, and then using the boar.
Right. Okay.
Oh, Chalice did it again. Jesus.
With the boar, and he has a helm of Dom, Tomato Man. Unfortunately, Flywin, who just TP'd in there to try and defend the tower, I don't think he's completed his job successfully. And oh, Chalice died again. Never mind. It's not even. Yeah, it was horrendous.
Yeah, I'm in the twilight here.
Bot lane. Old 11.
Blink Strike back, but
We actually
got
blinked.
stunned up, and the Chen Creep,
Dude.
I think, stunned him up, and they got the kill. Yeah, but
there
they've
is
got the TP. Starstorm, damage! Oh, and they
kills
got
him
him!
in base.
The base!
the second Starfall hit him in base and killed him off. Oh, Chalice
September,
died.
though, kills Chalice for the 5th time. But still, Setsu sitting with 1,800. And this game is so wild at the moment.
It's
The Rolling
so
Thunder
cloudy.
runs out.
Double
September
Centaur
now
stomp?
gets hit by the Centaur Stomp. They'll get the kill into September. Now they look for the rest. Monet on the run. Sonic Wave comes through on the FY to get the kill there. So Setsu, even though he had a sub 2,000 net worth when he threw the Sonic Wave,
This troll's doing really well, but most importantly,
Monet.
look at Setsu's net worth still.
Chalice taking a lot of damage, but Monet did again. He gets caught by himself.
I want Chalice to pause and be like, sorry, are you lagging as well?
Behind him, Primal Roar and the Chain Frost bounce
healed
around,
him.
but this is all onto the Shadow Demon. They get the kill on Axe Nova, but what else will they find? Flywind taking a lot of damage. The Starstorm from FY gets the kill there. September with the Swashbuckle onto the low ground. They do a lot of damage here on the Old 11, but not enough to get the kill. Setsu thinking of getting the Scream from the low ground, but won't be able to do so.
Like, what's Setsu supposed to be doing? Queen of Pain's a snowball hero, and he's not snowballed at all. That's one Centaur Stomp.
That's one stun. That's two Centaur
Look at
stuns.
Troll. Look at Troll just
And,
waiting.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, he was in a perfect spot. The game, they're taking this tier 2, and there's not really much from RNG to do in terms of
that?
answering. They're looking for the arrow. Ooh, September? Centaur Stomp. Starstorm comes in, and, well, FY gets the kill. He's now on a killing spree.
Oh, the level.
He should be okay.
Look at Monet.
and Queen Pink could come in. Monet thinking about making the jump. He doesn't have arrows, so now with the silence, it's an easy kill. All 5 heroes showed up for that. They all started to just
Where did
converge
FY
on
go?
FY's position.
Oh, another Centaur
Chain
Stomp.
Frost onto the Chen army. Value.
I mean, he
Very
just
much
healed.
value.
He just used his heal as well after all the creeps died. I mean, this is interesting. He has no
Now
ult,
here
by the way, on
goes
Troll.
Somnus. He doesn't have it for another 22 seconds, so that'll allow the rest of the team to go out.
Can they get a root? No, I don't even need it.
Every game is the lack of taking the level 10 talents.
Top lane.
As FY top, he will go and try to leave Tricks of the Trade, but Setsu's here with the Scream to get the kill into the Mirana. They've broken the Ricky, who will try to TP out, taking a lot of damage, and dies!
Oh, Setsu just got the blink out,
ambitious
though.
TP. Ash, but 3 stacks of Shadow Poison, looking for more. Setsu finds Old 11. He's got the Blade Mail. But
Setsu?
there is there, and Setsu gives up. Oh, wait. Primal Roar onto a Mud Golem? September now dead.
Running at each other so much. This is like I'm watching one of my own games, and I feel like I can relate to this game a lot more.
Top mules. Monet's been broken. Chalice trying to do it again with the Tricks of the Trade, hitting on an FY. They've gotten themselves the Moonlight Shadow, but Dust immediately used on a Chalice. Somnus comes in, and, well, Chain Frost bouncing around as well as the Rolling Thunder. He's used the Battle Trance. Turns his attention on a September, looks over at Flywind.
He's disarmed on the troll. He has no
Disarmed,
Aegis.
And, yeah,
What?
he's just dead. They're gonna go for more. Flywind doesn't have Primal Roar or anything to work with in terms of
FY has no
lockdown,
leaps.
but they're trying to get the kill on FY and Will with the Scream. Setsu takes him out, and all of a sudden 3 kills go the way of
Where's
RNG.
Chen's creepy died?
Yeah, he's certainly stopped it then.
Troll's just in the base, trying to start hitting away at this tier 3. They're even going to glyph here on the Radiant side to keep bot alive as well.
Just continually getting disarmed from the lucky shot.
If they can get this tier 3, this is massive.
Swashbuckle doesn't proc that time. Now going for the racks. They'll use the Moonlight Shadow. Chain Frost from Super doesn't chain to anything.
I can't help but laugh at this game, honestly. They're just going to run away now. There's an arrow coming in. Oh, it doesn't hit anybody.
I would say tier 2 for a tier 3 and potentially
Mode's just
racks.
taking an outpost in the meantime, just before the 30-minute mark.
We'll be back, guys. Chain Frost bounces this time over to the creeps, but they've got the arrow hitting onto the Lich.
It's a load of
Keep him alive as he goes invis, but now they've got themselves the dust. They'll get the kill into super. They'll look for more. The buyback immediately on the Lich, and now Setsu trying to run. He's just so slow and so
Monet's in trouble.
Able to do anything in these fights. Monet in trouble too, comes out of the tricks of the trade. The damage flying in from Chalice as well as Somnus is more than enough to now push back Super, who just bought back. He'll end up getting the Sinister Gaze out, but he'll lose his life shortly after. He's now dead for 70 seconds without buyback. Flywin, after dying, immediately uses his buyback, and they've lost tier 3, and they're working on the racks. Moving towards the back, though, is Old 11 with the Rod of Atos coming in from Chalice. Monet comes forward, but there's the Yules from FY lining up with the arrow, and there's damage to get the kill to the Wiki. He doesn't have buyback. They'll look over at September, grab the kill there, and GG is called by RNG. LGD secure the 2-0.
Oh, nice. They're going to keep the troll alive as well at the end of the game. What a god. I mean, this game was so weird. It was so cool to see the teams do something different, though, especially with the laning setups. I think that was awesome. And then as soon as they saw the Chen was like, okay, well, I'm staying here. Chalice, you go and have fun.